more about the ship, let's say, that's made of glass. Just what I was thinking about. If the whole ship was made out of glass, and then in the center of it, now this one seems a little weird and it might work in only the hotter climates, but still I'm going to go with it anyway. If there was a magnifying glass aimed at a chamber inside lots of other glass boxes that took in water from the front, and you were to heat it, and it was at a sort of elevated, so it's not straight, it's at an elevated level, so it takes in the water much deeper at the front, and at the back it still stays at the level of the water line at the back. And you were to use a magnifying glass at the front, and you were to follow the ship that would follow the star. Would this heat in that chamber force the water to rush out and therefore give you propulsion? Just randomly thinking out the box here, this one's kind of a little weird, but on a lake, let's say, or on a river, would it work? Could you go upstream? Would that allow you to move upstream by heating the water inside the chamber on a series of magnifying glasses that followed this chamber? In would take the water from the bottom and quite low down on the ship, and it would then heat as it came across the chamber, which would be the ship would have the glass and the magnifying in the middle of it. Would this then push the water out because the water would get hot, therefore it would want to move quicker out in order to bring in more, like convection? So it'd be like a convecting ship. Would work on a lake maybe. I don't know. Maybe it could just be fun. But I don't know. Would that work? On most summers, here it might. It's possible. Lakes. It would warm the water. It would, wouldn't it? If you had too many of them. I don't know. Still, I was just wondering whether you could get it to move. I think you can. Yeah, I believe you could. I don't know. See it in my mind. And that's... Phew. Yeah. Colder water came in at the bottom, lower down, and at the back the water would be just slightly underneath the water line of the medium that you were in, ocean, or whether you were in something like a river, pit, lake, and this magnifying glass would aim all the way down it, getting more and more intense towards the back, therefore the heat would increase. Would this move the ship without needing sails? I think it would, unless the whole of the lake got hotter, really hot, then it would stop. But I don't know, it would always, no it wouldn't, because it would always heat. Because even if it was hot, the magnifying glass will always heat that even more, and more, and more, and more, and more, and climb with the heat. So, no, the water that would go in would always be cooler, and it would always, in that chamber, would be even more hotter when it left. Yeah, definite. So I think that would move an object across water. Yeah, I feel it. I'm going with that. I feel this one. Yeah, this one I'm going with. So, propulsion using magnifying, and the engine would be the sun. It would always have to position the sun. Follow it. Especially in hotter climates, areas where it's more warm. Interesting. I don't know, maybe.